When we taped this episode of Generation Artax, Kim had just sent her firstborn off to college. This triggers the trauma memory of when Terri left for college and Kim was inconsolable. Also, how Lori went off to BC and became a huge star. Plus, REM sleep, room temps, and a bad case of lice. Buckle up and enjoy. Welcome to Generation Artax.
Are you ready for us? Come on, Kim. I'm interviewing you. Everybody knows I am the star of this show. Have we see?
My eyeballs are on fire.
Why are your eyeballs on fire again?
I'm sick. I only showered because of this. I wasn't going to shower.
Boy. Wow, that's
real
sad.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking to a woman who put mascara on her way to deliver her son.
I think people
I
do
did that too.
People
Oh,
do
really?
that. Yeah.
Here, I took
Mhm.
that yellow off.
Now
Can you
you
see
look
me?
like you're made of newspaper print.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
You look like, yeah, see? Yeah.
I have the saturation. So this is a
He's time
saturation
traveler.
100%.
He's a time traveler. Wow. Oh, future Lori.
Future?
Past Lori.
Past.
Way back in the past. All right, we'll pick. Tell me when.
That's fine.
Okay.
That looks good.
I'm at 61% saturation. And this is really sharp.
So how do you want to start? Kimmy, you had a big week.
Yeah, we should probably talk.
I mean, we should
Okay.
probably talk about it. At the time of this recording,
The time of this recording. What day is it right now?
Tuesday.
Okay, so 6 days ago, I dropped my first off. Joe and I dropped our first off in college, and it was awful. Then Kenzie, my daughter, and I went back to visit him because he's only an hour and a half away yesterday, and like I feel completely different about the entire thing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
why?
it was like he'd been there for months. He was like, "Hey," like we rolled up, and he was like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Do you just feel like you're at home now?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good." Like
Wow.
he just adjusts very quickly. I don't know if it's the autism in him or what, but he's very like even a couple days before he left, he said, "I didn't spend my whole summer worrying because it was upsetting to think about, and now I didn't get to worry." And
I didn't get to worry.
he's like,
That
"I didn't
is
get a chance to
genius.
worry." He was like, "I didn't get a chance to worry, and now I'm leaving in 2 days." I'm like, "That's good because worrying only ruins your present." It
Yes,
doesn't-
I mean, that's the
great.
secret to life. He's
I know.
procrastinated the worry, which is the most
put it
important
off,
part.
and then he worried for 48 hours, and then we got there, and he was a little like upset that night before going to bed, as we all were. But then
He's
woke
not
up and he was
crying
like, "Oh."
every night. He's not crying
No.
every night and not telling you.
Oh,
That's
no,
the thing
no,
about
no,
him.
no,
You know what I
no,
mean?
no. Oh, he's on Marco Polo every other second, so I know exactly his mind in every moment, and he's feeling pretty proud of himself. He's like,
He
"I'm in
should be.
college," and today
He
was the
should
first
be.
day of classes, and he got so much homework, and he's like, "Oh my god."
Really? Like what?
What?
Yeah, he has a writing class. He has to write an essay for Friday, and he has to for biology. He has to read like 25 pages for 2 days from now. But tomorrow, this is the college schedule. He has one thing tomorrow from 10:30 to 12, and that's it. So it's like you manage your time. I'm like, tomorrow you schedule it all your work like it's a regular class.
Right, but it's not just it's time management is a wonderful tool, and you do teach that very well.
Yeah.
But usually, the emotional stuff is the static. They can't think about it. I couldn't
I
think
know,
about time
but-
management. I was too busy crying.
I know, but so, like the way that we all like think about it, like I did. And I remember when I went to college, I was fine for the first 3 weeks, and then I got this like delayed homesickness. And Terri you were a senior and I was a freshman, and you were the head of the director of the dance ensemble or whatever.
Correct.
And anyway,
The director.
she was.
That was
That was
my
like-
claim to fame.
That was her
How
like
is it
life.
like
Anyway, point being, so I
yeah.
got homesick and I called her on the telephone, room to room, because there were no cell phones at the time. And I called her
Hello?
and I said,
Hey, Jenny, can you connect me to Terry's room?
Can you connect me to room 504?
so I was like, I'm so homesick. And you said, "Oh, I'm rehearsing tonight. You can come to Rob Sham Theater
Yes.
and you can just sit there." And I was like, "Okay." And I went down and I went into the theater. It was empty and you guys were rehearsing on stage. And I just sat in the back row and cried
I remember that.
for like 2 hours.
We
But
were
it was
at Boston
comforting.
College.
Because you
Yes.
were running the show and you were like, like running dances. And I was like, I just sat there and cried. And then it passed. you know.
Terri, were you like, she's just so moved by our dance?
Yeah.
It's like you're really
no
moving
one,
it.
Lyrical
no one
number.
paid attention to her.
You're like, your Janet Jackson booty shaking number is really moving my sister to tears. I remember saying, just come down and sit, and I remember seeing just this little heaving shoulders out in the audience. But did it help? Or were you
Yeah.
like, what am I even
Yeah,
doing?
and then
right
you
now?
introduced me to all the dancers after and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, it's a rare thing to have your older sibling there.
I know,
That
but
was
I
a
was a
rare thing.
senior when Lori was a freshman. I don't remember her being homesick at all.
No?
I don't think so. I don't remember ever comforting her.
Mm,
Anyway, the
yeah.
journal entry I brought was when Terri left.
Oh, good one.
And I don't think that Lori had the same experience when I left. It's
They're
like,
very different.
but I was very much seeing it the way, there it is the reality. I was like, we're never kids again.
Yes.
Like, but I kind of felt like you were dying, but you were
Yes.
not.
But it is the death of a time,
Lori's thinking.
Yeah. Well, no, it's that.
Lori's like, I guess, if you want to think of it that way.
Well, you were all up there, so I was moving towards
That's true.
family.
That's true.
Oh,
You
because
know?
Terri was there, right?
Yeah.
And mom was there at that point.
Yeah, it's true. It
Oh.
wasn't the same.
No.
It wasn't the same. And
It felt safe for you, I bet. You knew people there. You were
Safer.
familiar with the campus. I mean,
Yes, I was familiar with the campus, and I got very consumed with the Bostonians very quickly. I mean, our
Yeah.
first weekend of college, we were like whisked off to a singing retreat where we like learned songs for 12 hours a day and then drank all night. And it was like, there wasn't time. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
and hold on, by the way, the week before, we had all moved out, like we were all up the summer after junior year. Before my senior year, everyone lived off campus, so we were all there that summer, like my class,
Yep.
So I remember seeing Mike, who like kind of ran the Bostonians, the a cappella group, and I said, my sister's coming and she's really good, and
He's like,
she really should sing
"Sure."
with you guys. What?
Awkward.
yeah,
like,
he
"I
was
hope
like,
so."
we'll see.
And he said, oh, that's so awful because we're not taking any girls this year.
I do remember that.
Oh,
He
you're
said, there's
kidding.
no way. He's like, maybe next year we're not taking any girls. And I go, okay. I'm like, well, we'll see what you think after she auditions.
So they let her audition even though they didn't want
Like,
girls?
they were allowed to audition. Yeah, they weren't going to say no girls allowed to audition. But she
And then they
auditioned.
were
And
like-
then I saw him again later and he's like, I was wrong. We won her.
Okay, but wait,
Because there were
so-
other a cappella groups and they knew that she'd go to the others.
Of course.
So
I
they're
mean,
like, we got to
there's like
snatch her up.
those are like warring tribes, those a cappella
yeah.
groups at BC and every school. But I remember that Lori had her first concert for the
Oh my God,
Bostonians.
I'll
And
never
we
forget
didn't
it.
know. We're just like, oh, she's singing in we knew we'd gone to those shows for years, but
Yep.
I don't know what's happening. She's a freshman, she's new. So I went in, I remember it was at, I forget that hall.
was it,
Gasson.
Gasson, beautiful, so perfect, right? For this
On the
show.
stage, which
It's
they
so
don't perform on
Boston.
anymore. But yeah.
Oh my God, I
On the
remember it.
stage, Kim and I go in.
Well, hold on. This is the end of that retreat weekend. So I hadn't even seen you guys.
Right.
It's like
Right.
I had come from that retreat. We got ready and we're like, okay, now we're performing. So
And we're
that
like,
must
oh,
have been
Lori's
such a high.
new. Lori's new. She'll be bebopping in the background.
Right, exactly. She'll be the new choir girl in the back. We
Yeah.
go and sit down, and then we're listening to them. When, of course, they're always wonderful. We love watching those shows. And then it's toward the end, right? was
yeah,
like
it was
the
our
end.
last song.
The last song.
last
Oh, excuse me.
I'll never
Lori
forget it.
steps to
They're
the
like,
front.
Bam, 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 bam. And then
Wait,
all of
no
a
one's
sudden,
gonna know what that is because we have to. It was respect. Okay,
Respect.
R-E-S-P-C.
Aretha
It was
Franklin.
like, listen,
They're
respect.
doing the
for
opening.
freshmen.
Sorry.
What? So she got up there and
No. They do the opening to it, and you're like, oh, I know this song.
Da-da-da-da-da,
No, different song. Wrong song.
Oh.
And wham, bam, bam,
There it is.
bam. And then all of a sudden, Brie struts to the front, and we
We're like,
stood
what?
up, and we were like, it was like a Flutie moment. Like we were like,
It wasn't Doug Flutie.
it was like Doug Flutie moment for us, screaming our heads
I
off.
lost
Like
my
we didn't even
shit.
hear her, huh?
I lost my shit when she went. I go, what? I mean, we knew
Oh my God.
she was a singer, but
Flipping out. We were like in the second row, and we were standing up, jumping up and down, screaming for the entire song.
she walks
I
up
was
to the front. She's
shaking.
like, "What you want?" Like you can't unless you're a real singer who can belt that. There's no way you can even imitate
And
it.
this
Right?
is the girl they didn't have room for.
They didn't have room for her, and she has a solo. I lost my damn
Oh my
mind.
God. I was
So fun.
sweating and screaming and shaking and jumping up and down. It was so fun. It's my
was a fun
favorite
moment.
role is to be
Did
like
I
a
meet
cheerleader.
Joe at that?
Yes, my new boyfriend Joe was there.
You met Joe for the first time at that show?
Yeah.
No, we started talking after his birthday, so that had to have been. You didn't go the first weekend. It had to
Maybe it
have been
could
a
have been the
month
first
in.
weekend.
It was
Yeah.
October. It
Yeah,
was
you're
early
right.
October.
Yeah. Nope, you're right. Of course, it couldn't have been the first weekend. But yeah, I remember, some dude with hair to here and like the chops,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, his hair was long, and then it got longer as the year went on, like to his shoulders.
To be clear, Kim's husband is a very handsome middle-aged dentist. But back in the day, he looked like one of the Allman Brothers or something, like the Bee Gees. I don't know. He was giving strong 70s hippie vibes, like a hair that you had to tuck behind your ears. Everyone thought he must be a huge stoner. He was not.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
And
was
Mom always
unlike
said it.
anyone
What was
else.
inspiring that too? It wasn't like it was like a couple of years after the Jordan Catalano sort of long hair look. And like, was it around swingers? Like what?
Joe's not one to follow
Joe
trends.
does not copy trends. What did Mom say?
That his face was the map of Ireland.
She always says that.
I know, but he does look very Irish, very piercing blue eyes. No, I think he just didn't go and get a haircut. Like, I think it's pretty simple. I don't think it's much to read into.
I don't think he was trying
it
to
wasn't
create a
style
look.
so much as laziness.
Totally.
It was just go with the flow. It was go with the flow.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, in the spirit of that,
Yeah,
Kim,
that was
you have
a fun moment.
you have a journal?
Moment.
You have a college journal moment, or actually high school senior moment?
Yeah. So it was okay.
Actually, you were not a senior at the time. You were.
No, I was a sophomore in high school.
No, you had to be a freshman.
No.
You're right. Go ahead.
Sophomore. And like, Lori, do you remember Terri leaving? Did it even was it on your radar?
She was like, who was that girl?
Cried. I don't
She
have
did
a
not cry.
specific memory of it.
Oh my God.
But, if Terri wasn't talking to you, do you think she was talking to me? Right? I mean, what was I, like 7th or 8th grade? I mean, that's pretty
I wasn't talking to
worlds
anybody.
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember them going. So, okay. You left at 6 a.m. August 31st, 1991. It was a Saturday. I just did the hardest, saddest thing I've ever done. I just said goodbye to Terri. I can't believe she's gone. I feel so lost.
Oh my God.
Who am I supposed
She
to
died.
follow now? This is what I'm saying. I know. That's how I felt. The role model of my life just left me. I miss her so much. What?
What?
What? I don't know. That was like a
What?
delayed. Woo!
Yeah, it was delayed.
I miss her so much already. How can I adjust to this? I want her with me. When she gave me a hug before she left, I got choked up. I couldn't speak. I could barely breathe. I didn't want to let go. I don't even know how I did it. I just separated from one of my closest best friends. Why did she have to leave? I love her so much. I can't bear this pain.
Why?
Oh my God. I don't know
Oh
what
my
else to do with
God.
myself. This is what I'm saying. I'm crying so much
Okay.
right now. It hurts so much. I love her. I got like this writing her a letter last night. Help me, please. I can't take it.
Who are you asking to help you?
I don't know.
Just the
God.
reader.
Yeah, the reader, future me. I just tried to call Justin's machine, boyfriend at the time. I could barely talk. I just said, it's 6 a.m. She just left. I can't take it. Then I cried again. What am I going to do? I can see myself crying every night for a long time. I guess I can't help that. I guess I just have to remember that Lori's still here for me.
For you. That's why I'm here.
We both cried all last night. I can't stop crying. I want her back so I can hug her. I love her so much. I can't believe she's
God.
gone. Very dramatic. I need her so much. When she hugged me, I wanted to hold it in, but I couldn't. Tears just streamed down my face. Life will never be the same for me, ever. Terri, Lori, and I will never be little girls together again. We can never be very young together. That whole time period is over, and it's never coming back. I don't think I could. I know. I don't think I could be more upset than this. I honestly don't know what to do with myself. Since there's really nothing I can do, I'll just go back to bed. Oh my God.
Wow. And you went into my room and you laid in my empty,
on
my
your
cold
bare
empty
mattress
bed.
and cried. And I listened to the song Watershed by Indigo Girls. And still to this day, when I hear that song, I still think of that day.
Wow.
I mean, I cry when I hear that song for sure.
When I hear that song, I'm inside the Nissan.
Oh,
really?
Which Nissan? Pathfinder?
The Nissan Maxima.
No, the Nissan Maxima, the white one.
Oh.
Wait, why?
We all drove that. So funny.
Because
you
I'm
drove
sure
it.
I first heard it when Terri played it and she was driving the car and I was in the
Wow.
car. I'm guessing.
Listen, those Indigo Girls really raised me.
Well, yeah.
That is heartbreaking.
Also, just a month later, like 6 weeks later, we went up for family weekend, and Lori and I stayed with you in the dorm.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was October 12th, 1991, just like yesterday when I went to see Mason. I'm like, oh, he's fine. You were fine. And then I was fine. You know, I
Where
had a
did
good
you
day.
stay in my dorm room? The two of you? I had a roommate.
On the floor, probably?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Terri, you slept in PJ's room.
Whoa.
You left us?
She left us 10 o'clock. This is October 12th, 1991 at BC. I'm all cuddled up in my long plaid flannel nightshirt and my black leggings and white socks. Terri just said goodbye to PJ. Lori's on Megan's bed reading 17.
I'm sure that Megan, my roommate, went and stayed somewhere
She went
else.
somewhere else. And
Lori
so
was
then
like, whatever,
you
I'm ready for
slept
this
in your
life.
beds and you went and slept in PJ's room.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's what happened. I had a good day. We got here around 11. Terri and PJ took us touring all around the campus. It's like we all were going to obviously go there. So influential, you know? It was fun, but I was really tired. At about 4, we came back to the room. Lori and I napped for an hour. Then we went to have dinner. We met up with PJ. Next, we went to this cute little place right by the dorms. It's called The Club. It's exactly like a ski lodge. We had hot pretzels and whatever, then came back here. Now Terry's popping popcorn. It's so cute, like a little slumber party. It's nice to be with Terry. Nothing's changed. I feel much better having seen where she spends her new life, and I really like it here. Her roommate Meg is cool. I know she's happy. It seems like a lot of fun. College definitely seems different. Obviously, it is. Well, I'm very happy with my private Catholic all girls high school with my hot, sweet, huggable boyfriend. Life is sweet. So yeah.
So you were fine.
So
Once
I
you
was
saw
fine.
where I
Once
was.
I saw where you were, that you were happy and I was happy and like all was fine. So
I
it's
mean,
like
you
I just
literally
lived
just
that
went.
out.
You just
know.
lived it again in a way, in a totally
know.
different way. I mean, I was everything to you. I was your own role model. And then
Clearly, I
your
didn't know who
son,
to
it's
follow.
different. Who will you follow? And then with Mason, it's like it is always the end of an era or the end of who they were. I mean, that's just the facts.
I mean,
of
that
it.
is shocking because
It's
I just spent
shocking.
the last 19 years. That's all I've done. But I haven't forgotten who I am. So I'm like, I do have the perspective. I know people can get lost in it. Like, I've only been a mom for so long, but I feel so in touch with who I was always. You know,
That's
like people
important.
are like, I don't even remember high school or college. Like, I feel so in touch with it that I'm like, I see the chapters very clearly. I don't feel like, who am I now? I know who I am. I'm just
do you
like,
think
I
that
can't
people let
believe.
go? Do you think people let go of that?
Yeah.
They like, it's kind of like they lose themselves in child rearing. I imagine that's very possible.
Very
It takes,
easy to
I
do.
imagine, a real effort to hang on to you, to hang on to yourself, right?
Yeah, but I really wasn't that way because I know that it's coming back around where there aren't kids living home. Like, I know I still have to be me. Like, it never, but again, like I said, like a lot of people, you both know people who are like high school. How do you remember all that from high school? I don't know
How do you
why. It's
forget?
so sharp in my mind, all of it, that
Yes.
it's like, no, I remember my life before kids.
Well, those were, first of all, high school and college, such short periods, but those are wet cement years. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you don't, I mean, I just went to my 30th college reunion. Like, obviously, we were only there for 4 years. And yet you go back and you remember exactly who they were. Like, that's rare. You pick any 4 years out of the past 30, I can't tell you what happened.
Right.
Right. They're more of a blur at this stage. That's the thing. Like the momhood stuff. I mean, it's not a blur, but like,
well, yeah. Well, Lord,
it
what
all
about you?
clumps together the last like 19 years just as much as like college.
Totally.
Just time.
Lord, do you feel like you have held on to who you are? Do you think that part of you is you lose part of yourself or no?
No, I don't feel like I've lost a part of myself, but I've also, I think I've just redefined myself a lot because I don't have the same, Kim's been married and raising children for, 19 years. Or my life's been punctuated by, I only got married into my 30s at 32, right? So I was like, I have a lot more distinct punctuations. Not that it's all a blur because I think the kids' ages become punctuations, but like I like moved to LA and moved back, and then, was married and then divorced, and then these in between periods, and they're so segmented. And then jobs. My jobs themselves have been also like schools, right? Where I've made my friends and I've, like formed relationships. And so like sometimes I look back at like my years at my last job as sort of like with the same sort of kind of fondness when I think back to school, because we would like, all right, let's go to lunch. Like, let's all go to lunch, and who wants to go on a coffee run together? And we would gossip in each other's like cubicles and stuff like that. So I just, you know what I mean? But I've also stayed, also the only friends that I talk to regularly are my high school and college friends.
That's crazy.
So like, you know what I mean? I'm just like,
you're so
tied in with
connected to
that.
them. Yeah.
I'm
that
so
keeps you
connected.
young.
And that's the thing, when I was in LA for a while, I remember when I came back and I hung out with like Jim, Dan, Dave, went into New York, and I just, this whole other personality of mine that I recognized that I forgot about came back out, and I was like, well, that's me, right? Because these are the people I formed with. And especially in LA, you go to LA and everyone's like, who are you in the industry? And if you're nobody even asks you a single question about yourself, right? Like you're just an audience member. And then to come back, and then like be in touch with my old friends, and like then remember who I was. And now that my closest friends are, like Aaron and Mike, and those were, my basically 7th grade to, sophomore year of college, like when I met these people, I am tied to the version of me from back then.
Yeah.
And it tends to be a virgin.
Oh, when you were a virgin?
Do you remember your virginal self?
It just tends to be a version I prefer in a lot of ways. I do like the version of me now that's calmer and like has perspective. Everything, when you're a teenager is just like the end of the world. But like my humor and all that is tied to those years. And so it's like, as long as I'm like talking to like Aaron and Mike and Kate, like I'm connected to that. And
that version
so
of you lives.
It lives actively. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like when you have a weekend away with Katie and Megan, and you're like,
oh
I'm
my
in
God.
high
school. Yeah. And we talk all the time. So I am very much connected to the high school. And then Joe is the college version of me. And he's been a constant for almost 30 years. So it's like, I do feel connected to all my identities too.
Yeah. It's just so crazy how formative those years are. It's like, I know it's obvious and everybody talks about it, and it's just like a fact that those are formative years, but they really are like short periods of time. You know what I mean? Like you said, like high school was fucking everything. And it's 4 years.
Well,
Hey, it's Terri from Generation Artax. And listen, I love a good story. Who doesn't? If you didn't, you wouldn't bother with books, TV, movies, or even podcasts. We love listening to stories, but there's also something really powerful about writing your own. You may see yourself as a reader or a listener, and maybe you wouldn't dare call yourself a writer. But here's the truth. If you can read, you can write. If there's something you would love to write, share, or get out there, there is no better or safer place to do it than this little program I run called the New Rules Studio, or Studio for short. It's a live, virtual, real-time writing space led by certified instructors where you get to explore your own ideas, your own creativity, memories, stories without judgment or criticism. Since you're a listener of this podcast, I would like to invite you to come write with me for free. You can get the invite at territrispicio.com/writewithme. That's territrispicio.com/writewithme. Generation Artax is a brand new podcast, and what you think matters more than you know. Don't let this show sink to the bottom of the swamps of sadness. Seriously, we cannot stress how important it is that you follow, rate, and review this podcast. We want to be in your ears and in your feed. Thank you so much.
Dax Shepard always talks about how like it's the percentage of your life. So the time moves differently. Like when you're, like a year when you're 2 years old, it's 50% of your life. So, and as you get older, the years, and the years are just a smaller and smaller percentage of your life. But in high school, it's still pretty significant of your whole conscious life, like a large bulk of it by the time
you're right now, like 2010 to now, is like a bit of a mush.
Right.
Different jobs and stuff. But even the past 10 years, I'm like, wait, what? Like, it's hard to keep track. But
and
I do
mine are
not.
tracked by like the friends who we raised our kids together. So like
Yes.
this whole other chapter, it's like these are all my friends in my now, but it's that's
different.
another version of me because
It's a different.
they didn't know me without kids.
Right. It's
That's
different
crazy.
for me. I am very close with Liz, obviously, but I don't talk to her all the time,
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a few close friends from college that when I see them and we get together, it's great, but it's rare. I mean, I did just see that roommate, Megan, out in Northampton, but that was like, I see her maybe once, twice a year. And then people I used to work with, I'm not in touch with most of them. And so my closest friends now, the ones I talk to all the time, I met after 40 or maybe just before 40, but still it was after I moved to New York. Like when I moved to New York at 36, right? A little older than most people move to New York and create a life and career and a network, but I did it later. And now the people I talk to all the time, they're all people I just met. In fact, some people I talk to all the time, I met less than like maybe a year or two ago. So things feel very fresh. So I don't feel, I'm like, well, who was I back then? I kind of know, but I like this version of me so much better that I like this. I like the new feeling. Like I like the New York me so much better than I liked the Boston me. And so it's all sort of more fresh. And all my points of reference are from the past I'd say from the past 7 to 10 years, because those are when I met my friends.
That's
and
crazy.
they're the ones that are closey. What?
Except the difference is that we all have each other. So we talk every day. So you are very, very rooted in your entire life because of us.
That's true. That's true.
So it's not like your only friends are, your current friends. Like we have a unique, maybe not unique, but like we are very grounded in our whole upbringing because of how often we talk.
And you don't even realize how much you are kind of the same, with some major exceptions around our morality and judgy bitchiness, that I see myself writing in these old journals things that I was like, why can't I just go easier on myself? It's like, oh gee, that shit did not change,
Right.
So some things don't change, but I just feel so much better. So when anyone, like if I meet someone, or met someone recently who was like turning 30, and I was like, oh honey, like you're just starting. Like I know you think you're at the end of a thing, you're getting old. I was like, these years are piss poor. Like you're not going to want to go back to them. It really only gets better. I think when people are told, oh, when you get older and this and it's like, only if you decide to see it that way. I literally feel better every year.
I was going to say, I don't think it only gets better for a lot of people. I think it's like birthdays, is right. I think it's like birthdays are particularly hard for people who haven't accomplished what they had hoped to accomplish in life at that point, right?
What they thought their expectations were.
Oh, I definitely don't feel like I've accomplished all the things I thought I should do. I mean, you're saying that, and to be happy with yourself, you have to have accomplished all your goals? Oh my God, no.
No, it's just more where you thought you'd be. I think if
that's a very good point.
Where
you are. If you were someone who always wanted to be married and have kids and it didn't happen, you might start to be worried. I chose this life, I created it, and I like it. But I wouldn't say I've checked all the boxes in my life. It's more like, I mean, I haven't even been to Hawaii yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're not complete.
I'm not complete. No. And also I will say, I've
been twice.
Let's check our privilege. I've had, a good run. And so that makes things easier too. But I don't want to undermine our very concerted efforts as adults to keep moving, to stay connected to people, to make sure that we're always doing and always learning. Otherwise, I would be freaking depressed,
Yeah.
We're also lucky that no major tragedies befallen us. We haven't been sick, knock wood, but still, those things matter. But this general belly aching about aging, I have no stomach for. I don't tend to surround
that.
I hate it. I don't surround myself with people. If I'm around people who talk like that, I find I just sort of move away from them. I don't want them. It's not like, I don't want them to remind me how old I am. I don't feel old, so I don't want to be around people.
It's a choice.
It's a choice. It's a
choice.
And what is
I
the
remember in high school, there was a girl in your class, Terri, and she was like, oh, well, I'm old now. And I was like, I can't stand it. And I can't stand when people say it at 50.
When they say it at 50, you can guarantee they said it at 21. They said it at 30. They've been saying it the whole time. No one feels young and all of a sudden turn 50 and is like, oh, now everything's over. That's crazy.
Well, you're always older than you've ever been, but you're also the youngest you've ever been. You'll ever be.
You're not the youngest you've ever been.
No, I've been younger.
Correct.
I've
I have
definitely been
definitely
younger.
been younger.
But it's true. It's how you focus it. Do you focus like Lori's camera and can't
No,
focus?
It's important to keep focusing over and over again.
always focusing.
But it's like, are you focusing that you're the oldest you've ever been, or that you're the youngest you'll ever be? I mean, that's a huge
And
way
also,
difference
are
in
you
how you see yourself.
are you willing to surprise yourself? I feel like that's a thing too. Like if you're willing to be like, oh, okay, maybe I like this. Like I was always like, I hate this and I hate that. Some things I still hate, but I was like, I'm not a live music person. My whole life has all of a sudden become punctuated with live concerts. Like, oh, okay, cool. I guess I do that now, where I don't do other things. And I think I don't want to be like, I've always done this, and I can say yes to new things, and I can also say no to things I never wanted to do, and I'm not doing them anymore.
I
roller coasters.
never in a
Smart
million
for you.
years I never thought I'd be a non-drinker. Not in a million.
There you
fucking years.
go.
Right.
Like, I mean, and I wasn't even anyone who like got bombed and like pulled all-nighters. I've never pulled an all-nighter in my life. I usually would just fall asleep, like
Right.
out in public. Like I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's just something like even now, I'm just like, what, I'm never going to have another glass of Malbec, like ever. I'm never going to have another margarita, but like,
But you
and I
might,
just-
but today you're not.
I
You
might.
choose today not.
right. Yeah.
I don't think there's
exactly.
no never. I think it's just like, I don't want to go. Like 5 years ago, whatever, when we went to Turks the first time and I went on the boat because I was like, I bet I could. I was still pushing myself to do things because like, maybe I'll try it. And I fucking hated it so much. And I
Yeah.
hated snorkeling. I was like, I don't like this. And instead of being like, oh, I'm not a fun person, I was like, how about I just cross that off a list? I never have
Yeah.
to do it again.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Right. And
I
you
am
don't have
not
to go-
surprised that I don't drink because
Why?
I've always had like the worst hormonal headaches. And if someone said to me when I was younger, oh, perimenopause is going to hit and those drinking headaches from like one drink will put you out for a day, I could easily imagine like, I'll probably just not do that anymore. It's not worth it.
It's just funny because you two were way bigger drinkers than me. I mean,
Yeah.
I just wasn't ever. I was like completely like had a beer, I couldn't handle it. And I was like trying to keep up with you guys. And of course I could not. And now I'll do it occasionally, but I do think you hit a certain age, your body goes, that's a toxin and we're going to make you pay for it. And it just feels terrible every time.
And I swear, after like having when the babies were babies, when my kids were babies, that lack of sleep destroyed me and I never took sleep for granted again. So there's just been this shift to I just want to feel good all the time. And then that means getting a ton of sleep and that means not drinking at all. And so I don't get those headaches and hangovers. And I feel like that's kind of like
I
all
feel
I
like
care about.
That's an understatement of yours. You're like, I just learned to appreciate sleep. You are
Obsessed.
traumatized
I wasn't.
by
Yeah. Well, I was traumatized from having
You were
babies. Yeah.
traumatized. Yeah.
like the fear of not getting sleep, the anxiety. If you look at your watch, or, your auto sleep in the morning and it says like under 6.5 hours,
Which it almost never does.
you're in a fucking panic about the day.
It's trauma. It's like PTSD around sleep.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
would have
Because
died. The other day you were both like, look, I got 10 hours and 4 hours of sleep. And mine was like 5:28 and broken up. But I was like, it'll be fine. If it was like a couple days in a row of that, I would panic. But like,
that's
Lori's
what
not hardier. Lori's hardier in that way. But you around having kids when they were little, it was unnerving for you. Some people can
that lack
handle
of
it.
control of my sleep, I couldn't even.
Now you're
couldn't
obsessed. We get a
handle it.
report. Hey, listener, every day I get a report on how much REM sleep, how much deep sleep Kim had.
Oh, I love it.
I know
I
exactly.
love it.
how
I
she
love
feels.
to talk about other people's sleep. I love Amy Poehler loves to talk about people's sleep too, and that's another reason why I think she's amazing. And someone said to her, "Let's go clubbing in Ibiza." Yeah, we leave at 2 a.m. She goes, "Okay." Immediately, I'm thinking, "Okay, I have to go to bed at 7 p.m. and just sleep until 1, and then I can go because I can't do the whole day and then go clubbing at 2
Right.
a.m." Which is exactly where my head would go. I'd
Yes.
be
but
like,
I can't sleep until 1. Like I couldn't
well, you do. If we have a flight early on like a family trip, you do.
sleep until 1.
No,
a.m.
1 a.m. and then get up.
Oh, sorry.
Like go to bed early, like 7 p.m. if you're going to go clubbing in Ibiza at 2 a.m.
First of all,
But like
why would
I
she do
can't
that?
sleep late. Like if it was like,
No, I
oh,
can't
you
sleep
can sleep
late.
till noon tomorrow, it wouldn't happen unless I stayed up
No.
until 11 a.m. You know,
Right. No.
like I
no.
can't.
I can't. 7 o'clock is sleeping in, and I love to hear about everyone's sleep patterns. I love it.
Some
I
people
got
talk,
decent sleep
some
last
people
night.
talk about sex. Kim, no, she loves a good REM.
I like to talk about how everyone sleeps, and I like to hear about what temperature everyone keeps their thermostats at.
Wow, this is some thrilling content.
Wow.
I'm sure everyone
I
wants
do.
to hear.
I do. I think it's interesting.
Are you ready for mine?
Yeah.
My Judy Blume diary, which I love
Mm-hmm.
so much. 1984. I am in third grade, I think. Fourth grade, I think. February 3rd. Didn't feel like writing because you know what? I've got lice written in huge letters. And underneath it actually says, I've got a little case of lice. Why
There is
me?
no little. There's no little.
Why
kids.
me? Anne and I were scared. We both had it and then found out Janet had it and then Joy. I never want to go back to school again. I'm missing out on First Friday Mass. Oh no. Oh no. And then I wrote, oh, I don't care, but I don't want lice or any other bug in my head ever. Every time I touch my hair, I have to clean my hands. I also had to throw everything I ever wore in the past few days in the wash, which you should do. I, of course, left and went
Everything
home.
in the past few days. All your
Yeah.
outfits.
I'm waiting for mom to come home so I can take a shower with the special stuff. Okay. The special stuff. And then later, I really didn't have lice. I had nits, lice eggs. We caught them before they hatched.
Well,
Phew.
Somebody had to lay
Something
the eggs.
hatched them. Yeah.
Somebody had them. But the idea, I remember sitting there with this like poison shampoo in my head
Yeah.
and mom combing out the nits. I remember sitting there, like I would have the same feeling now. It was like, I can't handle the idea. Like it
Yeah.
was just.
Of all people.
Oh, do you
for
remember?
you.
Did you get tested? They would bring all the kids in and they put like
They
salad
still
tongs in
do
your
it.
hair. I
Kids
know,
still
but
get
this
lice
is
all
like
the time.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy that this is still a thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's so much better now. It's really expensive, but it's the process now
What is
in
it?
terms of getting it out of your head. So they have lice removal places.
People.
That's like what they do there. It's
Oh,
called,
right.
like, yeah. So like I've had to take my kids there.
One
and
treatment?
It's
and
one
done?
treatment, and they guarantee. And so if you find, like, once they do the whole process, and then when you go home, they give you that comb that is like, I can't even believe a human hair fits between those teeth.
Mhm.
Right. And if you like find one, you can go back and they'll do the whole thing again, like for free. And they take like a health savings account and stuff like that to pay for it and stuff. But like, it's like no one's upset or whatever. They put these oils in it. They put this heat on it. It suffocates them. It kills them. And they just sit there and they brush their hair. It almost looks like it's this oil that's so oily that it just goes right through. It's a deep conditioning, and it's like, yeah. And honestly, if everybody did that, like right out of the gate, like it would just stop spreading,
But you don't know you have it. Like they were little teeny eggs. I never saw it. What I don't even know now is whether do they crawl along? Do they fly? Do they wiggle? Like, what is it?
They don't fly, I don't think.
They just
They
crawl
don't.
around on your head. That is so fucking nauseating.
Well,
So
they have
gross.
to lay the eggs, so you don't just get knits.
Yeah, how could
Yeah.
you get a knit without the lice?
You can't. Something
You
laid
can't.
those.
First, the lice or the egg? That's always the eternal question.
They hatch, and then they lay
Leave.
more eggs.
Do you feel them crawling around? Did the kids say they felt it?
That's when you see people like itching.
I
their
am
heads.
nauseated. I want
have
to
to
vomit
pee.
from this.
I may
So
or may
disgusting.
not have gotten on the side of TikTok of severe lice cases
You looked at it? I can't.
where they show
Uh-uh. Nope.
where the entire scalp is moving.
No!
And you can see,
No!
and it's sad. Obviously, it's someone who's either in a bad home or a bad situation or whatever, otherwise. But I mean, full, just their whole hair just covered in lice walking around. Much less,
but in like as if a little animal through the forest of your hair, or like on top of it, like
the really bad cases, they're never on the top because they want to be near the heat of your head.
okay.
So you would just see a million of them walking around.
Oh my fucking god!
Like,
Did Kenzie have it? Kenzie is the thickest
Kenzie
hair.
had him
I have
once
ever
in
seen.
preschool, and they said people had lice, and I go, "Oh, Kenzie doesn't have lice. She just keeps getting sand in her hair."
Are you really for real?
I didn't realize. I don't know if it was just total denial. She had
You
all
are
this
in denial.
all
You don't.
in
She
here.
doesn't live on the beach. Just for the audience to know.
She was
No,
nowhere near
there
a
was
beach.
a sand playground that they would play
First of
in
all,
every
those are
day.
disgusting. They're full of fleas. So wait, she had sand all over her head, which basically was little bugs. You saw it?
And her hair's so dark, so you probably
Yep.
really saw
So you
them.
saw it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Was she freaking out?
No. I
No, she
remember
was too
because
young.
we didn't even have iPads yet. They didn't exist yet. So we I remember sitting her in the bathtub and doing the whole treatment same as you did, and she watched Tangled on a little like portable DVD player because
That
that's all
movie's
we had.
so good.
So she wasn't, how old was she?
She was 3.
Kindergarten? Okay, so she doesn't
No,
understand.
she was in preschool.
She had no idea what was going on.
Right.
Where are you going? She's leaving.
I got a little pee in my sweatpants. I had to pee out of nowhere so fast. So Kenzie just
Are you changing your clothes right now because you peed yourself? Okay.
What?
While
Why
you're
didn't
talking
you go
and
to the
still contributing to
bathroom?
the story.
No, I was running. No, I was running to the bathroom and some leaked out.
When?
Wow.
Wait, when?
Just
When
now.
I just ran to the bathroom. Just
Oh.
a little leaked out. And so I just yelled upstairs and she brought me short.
I can't hear you anymore. This is a podcast. You need your mouth on the microphone. No, this is not how you do podcasts. Newsflash. Put your mouth on the mic.
I was running. I had to pee all of a sudden. So I was running to the bathroom and a little leaked out. And I'm where I was free balling in sweatpants.
Oh, I hate that.
Wow.
And
Don't
so a
you hate
little
that?
leaked out.
That's
know
so
they're little.
gross though, because then the seam is in your hoo-ha.
I just don't like it.
No, they're
I
big.
I don't like that feeling. I like underwear. I want
like
something
underwear,
between
too.
me and the clothes.
I usually do, but I don't know. It was like
I have
got
so
out the
many pairs of
shower.
underwear. I use them like Kleenex. Like I'll get up out of bed in the morning, put on a pair of underwear so I can put on cozy pants and a tank top because I sleep with no clothes on because I don't understand why you'd sleep with clothes on.
Do you
And
sleep with underwear?
No, nothing. Stark naked. And then I get up and put underwear on and put my little jammies on to walk around the house and make coffee, whatever. But and not even an hour and a half later, I'll be like, all right, now I'm going to exercise and I'll put on my exercise clothing. I'll take that underwear that I wore for an hour and put it in the wash and I just get a new pair. I pull them out like it's nothing. I have so many. When I travel somewhere, like a lot of people have talked about this, that I bring double the amount of underwear that you would need because why would you ever skip on it?
No, I agree on that.
Right?
But
But
I'm
like I
home.
change my underwear maybe once or twice a day.
Here's my question. Don't you ever like fart at night in your bed?
I probably do. Why?
No,
Just
you
because-
shart.
No.
Not that you would like fully shart, but like,
No,
like
I never even shart a little, like a little
Wait,
dripping
what are you
as I'm
concerned
about
about?
to pee.
even just a plain fart, sometimes like, fecal particles can sort of spray a little bit. And
Okay.
so it's just
I
sort
don't-
of
I
like,
really
Listen,
don't
I
think that
don't
happens.
want stuff covering my vagina. It needs to breathe. It needs air. These are why they're
they
called
have
bedclothes.
special ones that are like zinc based or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't
They're
like the
supposed to
feel of
be-
it. I always wake up in the middle of the night and I need to peel them off. It's too hot.
How often are you washing your sheets? Your shit
Why is
sheets?
it so
Every
hot?
couple.
By the way, back to
I sweat.
back to the temperature of your thermostat.
I keep
Why are
it
you
cool.
sweating?
I keep it cool. I will get warm and I just take them off. I can't deal with it. I change my sheets every couple of days. I love a clean sheet. I have multiple pairs of sheets. I love to change them up. There's no shit on my sheets.
I don't-
So
I don't
one other
change
thing I want to note from this journal entry that had nothing to do
Okay.
with lights, so I didn't go say it. But
Okay.
in the middle of that, I was like, I wanted to go with Mary Jo to a Chinese restaurant. Mary Jo was a family friend. She would take us out for individual little go out with Mary Jo. And we like to go to this Chinese place in Parsippany, New Jersey. And I said, we went to a really nice Chinese restaurant, small but nice. I was brave and tried some strange food. But you know what my favorite thing was? Jazz man tea. For jazz players. Jazz man tea.
Man.
I give my time with Mary Jo an A+. And then it was like favorite things. Jazzman tea.
Wow.
Man. How did you not hang on to
You both
that?
went towards jazz and I went to jazz hands.
Jazz man. How did I not
jazz
hang on to what?
man.
How did I not hang on to what?
Just that term, jazz man.
I forgot all about it. The truth is, I fucking hate jasmine tea. I think it smells like cheap cologne. Like it's
But
disgusting.
Jasmine rice is delicious.
Jasmine rice. Hey,
I love jazz man rice.
I'd rather have jasmine rice than jasmine tea. Gross.
I love things like that. Like, Kenzie she used to call her eyebrows eyebrows because that's what she thought they were because they were brown. Eyebrows. I love that. And she called hotels hotowels because it always had nice towels. So she's
Wait,
like,
so she literally was like, when are we going to the hotel?
Are we going to say it a hotel? So we still call it that, like
No.
when it's just the four of us sometimes,
That is so cute.
and we talk about eyebrows. But like Jazz Man is hilarious. I can't believe you didn't hang on to that.
I literally didn't know. I was like, can I have some more of this Jasmine tea?
Booba booba doo.
Boo, 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 boo. You have to scat. Scat, scat, skitty, scat, skitty, scat.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
was there other things? I love
They should have
malapropism.
called La La Land Jazz Man. What?
But I need other things.
Yeah, eyebrows
that.
and hotels are what really stuck.
Well, listen, I'm going to go back to the thing my friend John said, and he would deny it, though I haven't talked to him in a long time. He didn't understand what kosh was. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what is kosh, and why would you throw it into the wind?
Wow.
You know, we're going to just throw kosh into the wind. It's like, what's kosh? It's Oshkosh bagosh.
Yeah, same reference.
And then my favorite is the other one, Joe. Like, it's hard to make ends meet when you don't have any money. You know, how do you make ends into meat so you could eat them?
So to eat.
That's what he used to think it was?
I
Yes.
used to think it was
How do you make ends meet?
MEAT, which makes sense. Like if you're hungry, I can't make ends meet. I can't turn it into meat. It's not edible, these ends.
Wow, I never knew he thought that. That's funny.
I mean,
When
I don't
he was
think
little?
he did as an adult. Yeah, I think he was little.
If any.
I love eyebrows.
Well, I love lyrics like that. Like
Oh,
Elizabeth
yes.
from my high school class for Brown Eyed Girl. She thought it was, "Hey there, Rodrigo."
I can't hear that song without hearing that. I think the first line is "Hey there, Rodrigo" every time.
That's hilarious. I love it.
I love that
or
one.
or the fantastic song by Amy Mann, "Voices Carry," which was the
Yeah.
name of the song.
Right. What'd you think it
Oh
was?
hush, keep it down now.
What song are we talking about?
Voices Carry.
Oh hush, keep it down now.
What's the next word?
What did you think it was?
I definitely have never known. So I probably just done like
Kim, you thought it was something else.
I can't remember.
You used to think, oh, remember the
can't
video
remember.
was like Amy Mann sitting in a movie theater eating popcorn. That was the video. It's
Yeah.
oh hush, keep it down now. And you used to be like, Precious Carrie.
Precious Carrie.
I did?
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
remember that. I think it was you.
Yep. Nope. Wasn't me.
No, I just know that Lori did the Carpenter's Christmas song.
Greeting cards of almond scent.
Almond scent.
Of
Love
almond
the
scent.
almond scented greeting
I
cards.
love, I love to
Just a
celebrate the
nutty-
holidays with some
good
almond.
nutty smell.
Not far off.
Well, your house smells so great. Oh, those are our almond scented greeting cards. Our greeting cards of almond scent, which is even more formal, really. This is not mine, but I love when I've seen. We've all heard this, and people mistook this. The lyrics are the best because no one knew what anyone was saying. But "Excuse me while I kiss this guy" is probably one of my favorites. Jimi Hendrix. What?
Meanwhile, I kiss this guy.
Kiss the sky.
Who sings that again?
Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix.
Excuse me
Oh,
while
right,
I
right,
kiss
right.
the sky, but I love "Excuse me while I kiss the sky" is so much better.
Oh God, I don't have my phone on me, Kim. You got to text Shayna because there's another one that I did that is Shayna's absolute favorite
Oh, that you did?
that I did that I had the lyrics wrong and I cannot remember.
And then how did you find out you were singing it and someone caught you? That's the worst.
You guys, I was singing it. I think we were in like the Waltham, mom's Waltham apartment, and I started singing it, and I was just like, "Greeting cards of almond scent," and you're like, "Did you say almond scent?"
That's the worst. Wait, there's
Like,
another
yes.
one though. There's another song you're saying that you got wrong.
I have a lot. I only just learned one the other day. We were singing "Ironic."
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
right. I thought it was an old man turned and he ached. He's old.
But like
Oh,
you
that hurt.
rationalized it.
It
I'm
sounds like
forgetting
it.
the lyric.
It turned 98. I did not know it until I was
Right.
like looking at the lyrics and singing it. I was like, turn 98. I didn't know that.
Here's another one that I just found that's good. "Losing My Religion," REM. "Let's pee in the corner. Let's pee in the spot." Like
What is that?
Last Christmas, I gave you my. They're always Christmas songs, I guess. And the very next day, you gave it away. This year, semi-frontier, I give it to someone special.
semi-frontier.
Frontier to save me from tears.
Oh my god.
I
Wow.
also did not know I was singing it wrong. I was just singing it. And Shayna's like, "Did you just say semi-frontier?" There's no rationalizing that. That doesn't make any sense. It's just what I've been singing forever. So
Okay.
La 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 la.
Now for a segment we call unrelated. So this is a question for you that is
No.
Welcome.
What?
Now
Now it's time for the segment. It is now time for the segment we like to call unrelated.
I would like
where-
you to
Sorry.
don't expound. It's just
The
unrelated. That's the
segment
point.
called unrelated, where one of us asks the other two a question that is unrelated to everything
To
we've been
anything
talking
we've
about.
said. I would like you both to open up your Amazon account, and I want to know the last two things you bought and why.
okay.
I also want to know what's in your cart, but you haven't pulled the trigger on it, and why not?
I don't do
Okay.
that.
I love to
do
add
that.
things to the cart. I love to add things to the cart and
Oh, I
then not
do
buy
have
them.
something in my cart.
Hold on. I have something on my in my TikTok cart, I think.
Wow.
I mean, I specifically asked for Amazon, but you could do whatever you want. I'm saying that in your cart it feels good to hit the buy button, but then I like to know it's in there, and I'm trying to procrastinate purchases so that I don't buy things. That's what I've been doing. It's been working for me.
That's fair.
The clicking is fun, you know. Sometimes
I
the
feel
click
like
might scratch the itch.
My answers aren't going to be very fun.
No. All right, I'll go.
Yeah.
They might not be fun. It's fine.
The last two things I bought, I ordered a new lotion, and it's vanilla cashmere. EOS is the brand. It is delicious. Like, I want to.
How did you know to buy that before? How did
didn't.
you know it would smell good? I would never buy an
didn't.
unsmelled thing.
It sounds like it would be a little musky,
took a
like the
risk.
cashmere.
It does sound that way, but it's not. It just smells delicious.
But you bought
I
it
got-
and said, I bet I'll like the smell of that. The chance of me liking it is pretty slim.
Yes. And then I put it
Wow.
on, and I was like, it's the perfect level of thick and creaminess, and the smell is delicious. So I was really happy with that. And then the other one was just elderberry gummies that I take every day.
Okay.
And a package. It came in a package with bulletproof coffee.
Okay.
And what's in my cart is a bottle of vitamin B2.
So I just bought two things today, but they're together. It's a book on like the story and the making of the Scream movies, and an audiobook to go with it, because Graham doesn't like reading, and I really want him to like understand that reading's super fun if it's not being forced on you and it's a topic you like.
Yes.
Like, don't associate reading with like the content, right? All the time. Gordy's cousin's kid had a similar feeling about reading, and then he got really into books on tape, and then now he's been like rapidly learning from that.
Oh.
And Graham's so into scary movies, but he won't watch them.
That's really funny.
He knows the whole. I talked to him about it the other day. We were walking because he was going on and on about the difference between Jason and Michael Myers, and when he got the hockey mask versus when he had a burlap like bag on his head, and he's
So
like,
he learns them. He learns like, the
all
lore.
about them. He will not so much as watch a preview of them. No.
Wow.
And
You won't watch the movie?
He knows every villain and their backstory. Freddy Krueger, Samara from The Ring. Like, he knows all of it. He knows the entire evolution of all the Scream masks, because they slightly change from movie to movie. But he can't even watch a commercial of it. He's terrified.
I think that's fascinating. He is
I know. And I was
everything
like,
about
do you
it from secondary materials. He is a reader then.
So I was like, do you think that because it's scary, you're like trying to learn about it so that it's less scary? Because I was like, and he, that was way too complex of a question for me.
No, but does he want to then ultimately, is he prepping to one day watch them? Is he like, I can't wait till one day?
He's like, they're too scary. I don't want to watch any of them.
He wants the information about the characters.
He's seen like scary clips from Scream, but like he sees them in the context of probably YouTuber talking about it or someone's talking over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's real mediated media.
Right. He's not just like watching a scary scene. Because I was like, there's no fucking way you're watching the first scene with Drew Barrymore of Scream 1 and not getting fucking terrified. Like, it's so disturbing and upsetting. Anyway, so I found this book, and then I also bought the audiobook. So that's and it had really good reviews, and it's like all about the history of the Scream movies and the filming of them and the cast, and it's got all different people. And I know he's kind of into that. And so I said, let's get a book about something that you love, and you love like horror movies and all that, but not the actual scary book where you're like reading the scene,
Right.
but let's find something about it and the audiobook, and then let's have you read along with the audiobook of something that you're really into. And let's
I love that.
Yeah. So I just got that today. So they're arriving. The audiobook's obviously already here, but the other book's coming, and you're supposed to force them to read like 60 minutes a week or maybe more.
School ruins everything. Like as soon as you make a kid read a thing, then they associate it's true. I wonder why they don't just let kids read what they want to from the jump so that they automatically are excited about it and then move into other things.
Right.
What is wrong? What is wrong?
I agree. So I'm hoping that he gets into this.
That's awesome.
I'm going to kind of make him, but at least because he has to read, but like, I feel like he might realize that reading's really fun. You know what I mean? So I didn't have anything in my Amazon cart. I don't think I like ever do that, but I definitely put things in my cart on TikTok. They're all different webcams, which God. I should be trying since this
I think you should try a few because this one is really shitting the bed.
It really is. I'm pissed. So
I bought a book called The Safe Keep, which was fantastic. The writing was perfect. I loved it. And then I also got a Bulletproof The High Achiever Ground Mushroom Coffee.
I like that one.
High caffeine. Oh, I didn't see that. With lion's mane, B vitamins, and adaptogens for energy and focus. You know, I like the product. I like it. Yeah. I saw it. I said, mushrooms, cool. It doesn't taste like mushrooms.
No.
But it's good. It's good. It's strong. I also have the Amazon Kindle Paperwhite. I already have a Kindle, but it's an older model and it's a little awkwardly shaped. It's not as easy to stick in your bag and take with you. So I have that held in a cover and I'm waiting for a special occasion.
Well, your birthday's coming up.
Well, I might want to get a tattoo for my birthday and that costs more than a Kindle Paperwhite. I'll take you on that journey when we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I love asking people what they bought. I think it's so fun. It's like a look into like, what do you think? What are you buying yourself? Because it's so easy.
So exciting. I love to ask. Yeah. I'm like, because Kim's Unrelated's going to be like, so what's your thermostat at?
What's your thermostat at?
How much sleep did you get?
I can't believe Lori thinks I'm shitting in my bed.
You are shitting.
Who wears clothes to bed? I hate the feeling of clothes on sheets. That friction is like.
So what I gathered from that was not an accusation, but that she shits in her bed.
I'm not actually. It's not a matter of shitting in your bed. Okay, we're looking.
She said, "Don't you ever fart?" And then sometimes. And she trailed off.
Come out when you fart.
Listen, I think I would notice if there's shit in my bed.
I'm talking like microscopic particles.
First of all, there's shit floating around everywhere then. Every time you flush your toilet, shit is everywhere. I have cats. There's a litter box.
That's why you're supposed to close the lid before you
Yes,
flush.
I do close the lid.
I do close the lid.
But still, I have cat litter. Like, this is what's happening.
I don't want that fecal matter in my toothbrush.
When I walk down the street in New York, they say when you're walking down the city street that most of what's blowing right in your face is fecal matter. It's all fucking shit on the sidewalk, whatever. God. And today I had something in my eye and I was like, you know, why don't I have stuff in my eye all the time? It's all kinds of debris and human waste flying around the streets of New York. It's disgusting. I choose not to think about it.
Okay. That's enough.
That's all. Goodbye.
No, I thought we were saying that's enough.
Oh, all right. That's enough.
That's the thing? We're actually doing that? Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
all
enough.
Right.
All right. That's enough.
Bye.
Bye.
No.
No, bye.
Oh, sorry.
We just go. Okay,
Smartless
that's enough.
does that.
What?
Okay, that's enough.
We can all say
I don't
in
like
a
when
row.
they do bye. I don't like when they do bye. We can do
I think
what?
it's funny. All right. We can all do that's enough in a row.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough. Really? I don't know. I don't like it.
That might be too much.
Like that?
I think just one person saying that's enough and everyone just hangs up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick your favorite. That's
whoever
enough.
does the unrelated.
Oh,
okay. Good.
Call.
Good. That'll do.
No.
No. All right. All right. That's enough. This episode of Generation Artax was produced by us, edited by us, and hosted by us. Our theme music is by Danielle Musto. Art and design by Ryan Andrews of ryanmade.com. Please follow, rate, and review to help save more Gen Xers from the swamps of sadness. Follow us on Instagram at Generation Artax, that's ARTAX, and visit us at generationartax.com.